Hello, welcome to Ababil Math World. Today we are going to solve an interesting factorial problem. N minus 1 factorial plus 1 is equal to n square. So to solve this problem, so I write n minus 1 factorial is equal to n square minus 1. So n minus 1 factorial can be written as n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial, and this n square minus, actually this is 1 square. It can be expanded using the identity a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. So that is n minus 1 times n plus 1. So now here, to cancel this n minus 1 and n minus 1, I divide by n minus 1. In order to divide this equation by n minus 1, the condition is n should not be equal to 1, or n minus 1 cannot be 0. What happens if n minus 1 is 0? That is, suppose n is equal to 1 is, say, if n is 1, then I cannot divide on both sides by n minus 1. If n is 1, the given equation becomes 1 minus 1, that is 0. 0 factorial is 1, plus already we have 1 is equal to n is 1, 1 square is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 is equal to 1. This is not true. That means n is not equal to 1. So n is not equal to 1. That implies n minus 1 is not equal to 0. So that this implies I can divide by n minus 1 on for both sides. So now n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial is equal to n minus 1 times n plus 1. So dividing by n minus 1, and here also dividing by n minus 1. So n minus 1, n minus 1, here n minus 1, n minus 1, we can cancel. So now here I have n minus 2 factorial is equal to n plus 1. Now let n minus 2 is equal to, say, m. Then n is equal to m plus 2. So now n minus 2 is m. So this becomes m factorial is equal to n is m plus 2 plus 1. So the equation is m factorial is equal to m plus 3. Now write m factorial as m times m minus 1 factorial is equal to m plus 3. Bringing m to the left hand side and making right hand side is equal to a number 3. So m times m minus 1 factorial minus m is equal to 3. M is common in here. So m times m minus 1 factorial minus 1 is equal to 3. So now this I can write m times m minus 1 factorial minus 1 is equal to 3. I can write as 3 times 1, and even 1 times 3 also I can write it, because 3 is a prime number. There are only two possibilities, either 3 is 3 into 1 or 1 into 3. So let me say it is 3 into 1 I have taken. So now comparing the products, if I take m is equal to 3, can m minus 1 factorial minus 1 is equal to 1 is true? That I have to check it. So for this, m minus 1 factorial is equal to 1 plus 1, 2 it becomes. And we know that 2 factorial is 2. So here we have m minus 1 factorial is equal to 2, and we know that 2 factorial is 2, so m minus 1 should be 2. When m minus 1 is 2, m is equal to 3. So here also m is equal to 3, and even the value that he got here by comparing is also m is equal to 3. So m is equal to 3 is satisfied. And if I take m times m minus 1 factorial minus 1 is equal to 1 into 3, and if I treat m is equal to 1, what can I get for this? M minus 1 factorial minus 1 is equal to 3, that I have to check it. M minus 1 factorial is equal to 3 plus 1, 4. Now how to solve this? M minus 1 factorial is equal to 4. To solve this, let me check it. I know that 0 factorial is 1. 1 factorial is also 1. And 2 factorial is 2. 3 factorial is 1 time 2 times 3, that is 6. So here 0 factorial is 1, 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6. But here numbers factorial is 4. We have not got it. So no natural number exists whose factorial is 4. So this, it won't exist. So therefore this case m is equal to 1 is neglected. It is not considered. It is not possible. So what is the only possible case? So here m is 3. This is possible. When m is 3, we can recall that m is n minus 2. So m is equal to 3 implies n minus 2 is equal to 3. When n minus 2 is 3, what is n? N is 3 plus 2. So n is 5. Now we check whether n is equal to 5 satisfy the given equation. So for that we now verify it. The equation is n minus 1 factorial plus 1 is equal to n square. Substituting n is equal to 5. 5 minus 1 factorial plus 1 is it 5 square. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 factorial plus 1 is equal to 25 is true. That we have to check. 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So 4 factorial is 24. So 24 plus 1 is equal to 25. And it is very clear. 24 plus 1 is 25. 25 is equal to 25 is true. So that means, so here the solution we have got is n is equal to 5. I think really it is an interesting problem. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.